All right. Happy pre-Christmas Eve, Friday. Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jayme King, which now Fox 35 Storm Center, located in Orlando, Florida. All right, so all eyes on this. The Arctic freight train pouring substantial chill all the way down the gut of the Florida Peninsula and all the way northbound of the international border. Everybody getting a taste of this monster storm. Let's take a look at the nation now. From coast to coast, we've got snowflakes, some out west, but nothing like what's going on now over the northeastern states back through the upper Great Lakes. Still warmer air trading in off the Atlantic. That will come to an abrupt halt with time today as we start to see all that rain shuffling over to pure white snow, and a lot of it in spots. Montreal now, a little bit of thunder snow reported early this morning. You can see that ribbon here of convection or thunderstorm activity. There isn't a whole lot of rumbling of thunder and lightning in there, but we've seen a little this morning. Over to Portland, to Boston, to Providence, New York, they've had some flooding in the coastal areas there due to the winds off the Atlantic. Down here in good old Florida, just a little thin ribbon here as the front moves in of showers. Been a little heavier down in the Keys with some showers and some bona fide thunderstorms from Key Largo all the way down to Key West and into the dry Tortugas west of the harbor there over the southern Gulf and northern Caribbean waters. So winds again have been huge with this storm. You can see now around Toronto, sustained at 41, so that is really doing a number, blowing snow all over the place. In fact, out in Edinburgh, Pennsylvania now, you can see that blowing snow from time to time. Seeing a few of these areas just kind of lifting up. The snow doesn't have a whole lot of moisture content. It's a little bit drier overall, a little more like kind of a light powder. So when the wind hits it, boy, it just explodes. And we can see some of that blowing snow here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but my vantage point here in the storm center, those snowflakes are a-flying now in PA. And there is more to come through the day today. Advancing now to our snowfall forecast from now through Monday into early Tuesday. We could see an additional 2 to 3 inches and even higher amounts, 6 inches plus on the other side of the lakes here, Lake Erie there near Buffalo. That'll really pump up the volume on the lake effect snow machine. Chicago begins to ease up, perhaps out toward Iowa and up toward Minnesota. Could be some additional accumulations, especially as you get to northern Wisconsin and into the UP of Michigan, back out to Rapid City, Denver, and into Seattle. That's our next system now, moving in toward the Pacific North and West, and that will create a snowy, icy scene there, and some snow likely down across the North Georgia Mountains, Blue Ridge Mountains there, in through the mountains of Tennessee and the Western Carolinas, and also through the Virginias. So temperatures right now, current time as I record this for you here, showing us about 10:45 on this Friday morning here, East Coast time. Look at the numbers right now. 6 below Chicago. We're at 8 below at Minneapolis and St. Louis now at 3 below. 18 Atlanta, also at Houston, 15 at Dallas, and Orlando is hanging on tight, but I'll show you something in a second. It's not going to last too much longer. Our wind chills way below zero. Chicago 31 below, 32 below at Minneapolis, and it looks like 0 at Dallas. A wind chill factor now at the feels like temp out of Houston, Texas, Harris County at 4 above, and then we're doing okay through here. A little chilly New York, Norfolk not bad at 53, but all that ends here over the coming hours ahead. Back here at home in Florida, little area showers moving through. That's not going to be all that impactful, and you can see the colder air, the cold north winds pouring in over the North Gulf of Mexico. Just extreme temperature drops. 30 currently Pensacola, 40 at Tallahassee. Still hanging tight here just shy of 11 a.m. at Jacksonville, Duval County at nearly 60. These temperatures will topple on over. Looks as though we're a little warmer at Sebring to West Palm to Miami. A nice array there of 70s for us, but again, all that comes to a grinding halt certainly by late today and in through tonight. So let's talk about the local freeze warnings, because these are newly issued now. If you live here in Central Florida, they got a hard freeze here shaded in the purple. Freeze duration and time to the overnight early morning could exceed 7 hours. Hard freeze, boy. Looks like an ice box. And then we got freeze warnings for Orlando Metro and the surrounding vicinity. Avoided that is coastal Brevard County. Typically the barrier islands there running a little warmer out toward Mosquito Lagoon, but we continue with freeze warned areas for coastal Volusia, New Smyrna Beach, Daytona Beach, and beautiful Port Orange right there at the Dunlawton Causeway. As you look down to the south, Lakeland, Polk County, on down to Okeechobee, also subject to some freezing. Now we got a freeze watch also Saturday night into Sunday morning. So by Christmas morning, I like it on the show this morning, calling it kind of like, same boat, different day type mentality. There won't be a whole lot of change. So any cold weather preparations, and you should be making them, that you make today and for this evening, keep them in play likely for the next 2, maybe even 3 days, depending on the overall progress of the chill. Oh my goodness, the wind chill advisory. Very rare that we get these wind chill advisories here. In all my years of living in Florida, I've seen them a handful of times. I mean, we've had some cold outbreaks, but really like this one here, kind of rare. Feels like temperatures at 10 to 17 degrees above, 9 p.m. tonight through 5 a.m. Saturday for our northern Florida zones, and then down across the far south, feels like temps at 15 to 22 degrees from 11 p.m. tonight through about 10 or 11 o'clock tomorrow, Christmas Eve morning. So the whole area, again, just draped with this pink shading, showing us those wind chill advisories. Now, we've been talking about the 5 Ps. I mentioned this yesterday in our recording to y'all here on YouTube. People, pets, pipes, pools, and plants. Anyone susceptible to cold air, think about your elderly neighbors, maybe somebody who is not just frankly accustomed to this kind of chill, and who in Florida really is. I'm a native and I'm still not, and we show you the pets as well. Maybe bring them on in. That's always good policy. Pipes, wrap the pipes up. Any of those suspect hose bibs on the side of the house, maybe drape a cloth over them, tie them up tight. That's what a lot of the experts do recommend. For your pools, heater not necessary. Just have the water running through the pipes on a continuing basis, and you'll be fine there. And our plants, you want to cover them up or even bring them inside. So let's get down to the meat and potatoes of the forecast, right? Cold is cold, and we are destined for that wording in the forecast. 20s over the northern tier down through Leesburg, which is Lake County, and then 30 for wake-up temperatures by tomorrow morning around Orlando. Some areas, heck, out of the metro could drop into the upper 20s, even mid-20s. It's totally possible. We'll have the sun on our side, though, so that's always good news here in the Sunshine State. At least we've got that, but we've also got this. Highs only in the mid-40s, maybe some low 40s over north central areas, parts of our Fox 51 WOGX TV viewership. Always watching and tracking your skies as well, with plentiful sunshine for Christmas Eve afternoon for those highs there. Christmas morning, alrighty, as Santa comes in laden with a heavy, thick jacket on, no doubt about that. We got some 20s and some 30s for you. 22 at Gainesville. There'll be a little touch of wind. Hard to say now if we'll get a wind chill advisory out of this on Christmas morning, but cold is cold again. So you want to bundle up, take the precautions around the home and the yard. And there's old Santa for you. Christmas Day forecast. This is area highs about 3 or 4 p.m. as a general rule. So I don't know. I'll be tucked away watching the Miami Dolphins kick some butt here for NFL football on Sunday. But I'll tell you what, man, if you head on out, you're going to want a little bit of a heavier jacket as the 40s remain in play. The forecast for the next 7 days, there is light at the end of the tunnel, as we say. Looking for numbers to come on up. So your Saturday and your Sunday, we've declared Fox 35 storm alert days, not for really stormy weather, no rain in fact, but for the very cold temperatures coming in, a storm of cold, if you will. And then we rise up nicely, low 60s Tuesday, Wednesday 67. That looks nice. 75 Thursday with lows there at around 52. But you can also know here that we've got a lot of sunshine sandwiched in between each consecutive days, maybe offering some fair weather clouds, but sunshine should dominate and those chills with us all the way through and into midweek. So get ready, here it comes. Keep it here to Fox for the very latest to us here in the Fox 35 Storm Center. Wishing you happy holidays and a Merry Christmas to you and yours. Stay warm, keep it here. We'll keep you up to date as all the data is likely to change a little bit, but bottom line, we got a cold outlook for Christmas right here in Central Florida. Take care. We're here for you. Keeping you and your family safe is our top priority. Bye for now.